Hey everyone. So I was pretty excited to make my video this week. Just looking at the answers that I got and looking at how great everything really turned out for as far as my questions went, truly. So I chose the broad question of who am I and what motivates me, which I found very interesting considering a lot of the things that are going on in my work environment right now, which also happens to be in a classroom. And so the three questions that I asked are, how can I embrace and cherish every moment with my students without becoming overly attached? The second was, how can I stay motivated when students lose their motivation to learn? And the third was, how can I establish myself as a teacher who cares but doesn't cross over into the gray area of friendship, which I feel like is so easily mistaken. But what I really appreciated this time around, I guess, were actually the responses from all of you. There's a lot of insights that I hadn't had, and a lot of things that I needed to hear, or perhaps read, I suppose is the better way to phrase that. There were a lot of things that I just took directly and put it into my CMAP, and I just absolutely loved it. One of the things that I found, and I apologize in advance, I don't actually remember who it was that wrote this on my wall, was that one of our lovely classmates actually told an experience of putting forth a lot of effort and not getting the feedback that she was hoping for. And I really appreciated something that was said. So in the response to my question, it said, even if the majority of your class has lost the motivation to learn, is it worth the time and effort to help the one child that is there to learn? And that got me thinking a lot about just how important it is that we use Christ as our example in all things. It's so easy to think, oh, we're preaching in a temple environment, and so we have senior teachers, we have principals, we have district leaders, we have all of these people that we can look up to, and there's nothing saying that we shouldn't. But when it comes down to it, really our greatest example will always be Christ. And as I began to think about that, I actually thought about the book of Luke. And in chapter 15, Christ is telling the parable of the lost sheep. And he says, how many of you would not go leave your 90 and 9 to find the one that is lost in the wilderness? Well, so many of our class members may think to themselves, oh, I'm fine. I don't want to learn. I don't need to learn. There's always the one that needs us, the one that needs us to go to them, to put forth that effort. And that's our constant reminder of why we started to teach, why we chose to teach in the first place. And so I'm really grateful for that and for that, the opportunity that I had to recognize the importance of Christ in our temporal lives as well. And that is what I learned this week in our reading.